What's up, y'all? And I got a little bit of an update for my Lightspeed Dragunity deck, um, but I'm gonna explain things as I go. It's a 40 card deck still, and got a few more texts and answers to some people's questions. But anyway, on with the monsters. Shit, three ducks, three ducks, three Mistleton, three Phalanx, and one Zephyr. This is really all that you need for the Dragunity engine right now. Zephyr is really in here, to help make combos with, go off, do help out with your crazy monotonous loops and to go for the level 4 XYZs that you have in the deck. One, one Legionnaire, one Apples. I usually side these two out, but they're still necessary in the deck because it's part of your main destruction that you have in the deck. One Darkness Metal because you don't never want to draw into this. You really only need it the one time that you get it, and it helps out with that crazy monotony loop that you can do with the deck. And two, affect Valor because every deck is needs and help of Valor. Spells, 3 Ravine, and 3 Terraforming. This is real consistent. It's either 2 or 3. 3 is just more better. I've even thought about taking it down to 2, but had it at 2 before. I just didn't like it. I mean, even when it's at 2, you either don't get it when you need it, or it's just cloggy, and it's just necessary. And you can use the terraforming for the ravine pitch fodder. One Foolish because you can there's several targets in the deck that you can use Foolish for. Zevras, the Phalanx, the Axles, you can even Foolish. Missiles necessary, or sorry, guys, I'm a little tired. Or Darkness Metal. 2 Forbidden Lance, because Forbidden Lance is necessary because everybody likes to run stupid torrentials and deep prisons and macrocosmos, the shit that helps out. 1 book, 2 MST, 1 heavy. This is really the only back row hate that you really need. I mean, triple MST is just too cloggy and it's a dead draw when it's just. This is really the best that you really need. 1 Monster Born, 1 Pot, 1 Bullpen of Bulldoze. This wins games. I don't give a fuck what you say, wins games. And if you do return something that they can just chain to it, you basically just plus because you get back some of your combo pieces that you're gonna need. Traps, 1 Mirror Force. Because Mirror Force is still God and it's a still good ass card in today's meta. 2 Warnings, 2 Chains, 2 Bribes, and for new cards of the deck, and it works out great, is 2 Chain Disappearance. Why do I run 2 Chain Disappearance? Because Chain Disappearance is I think a necessary card of today's meta and format for right now. With all the people running inzektors, rabbit, windups, fuck it, let's just kill the shit and get rid of it now. So I had space for it, so I run it in here now, and people get mad when they be like, "Oh, you maintain disappearances," and I'm like, yeah. So yeah, they get mad and they get real tight. For the extra deck, 1 Catastor, triple Vagina, and 1 Gay Dirge. Gay Dirge, people always, when I play Dragunity and I go first, they're like, oh, well, and they don't have the Valor or Max C or DD Crow or none of that shit. They're always like, oh, well, you can go ahead and dump for your Stardust. Well, no, you motherfucker, I don't go for first turn Stardust. I go first turn Dragunite Gators if I don't have the Foolish Burial to put my Zephyros in the grave. That's what I use him for. So stop telling me the first turn Stardust, you motherfuckers. I don't do that build. This build revolves around other shit. One Stardust, one Thought Ruler, one Scrap Dragon. This is really the only level 8s that you need. Thought Ruler, obviously, to get back your life points. Scrap Dragon, you know, just so you can destroy some shit. And Trident Dragon, you know, just so you can OTK if necessary and you feel like you got it like that. One, my stroke is better than yours. One, Queen Dragoon Daijin. This card's clutch in the deck, especially when motherfuckers Valor my ducks and they forget that I have the Zephyros in the grave. Well, I go for this and get my Red Eyes Darkness Metal back in and they be pissed. 2, Heretic Dragon King's a Tum. I've been even thinking about taking this down to 1, because I don't know. When I have it at 2, I don't need the second one. When I have it at 1, I need the second one. So I think I might just leave it where it's at. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, because it's basically, you know, Valor on the field. And not too many people lose Vape, and not too many decks can get over it, you know, very easily. They have a hard time. And 1 Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of, you know, been thinking about taking this out because I've got Scrap Dragon, and he's pretty much like Scrap Dragon in XYZ form, and he's got 3,000 attack, but, you know, it's Scrap Dragon, but whatever. I really don't show the side deck that I have, but I'm gonna show it anyway. You know, 1 dimensional dimensional barrel from a different dimension. 1 Malefic Stardust Dragon, because people still like to set the MST and wait for you to go play your field spell and then they MST. This fucking glare. 2 Gemini Imps, because Gemini Imps is the best card in the game when it comes up, when you need to go up against cards that do nothing but discarding. And it works very well against Dark Worlds and Drag Downs and Morphing Jars, you know, that BS shit like that. DD Crow, because DD Crow's God. Colossal Fighter, because Sam's. I don't have Kinetic Soldiers right now. I have to get them later. 2 Imperial Iron Walls. Royal Decree, because people were fucking for the burn deck and shit like that. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, it goes without saying. And 2 Debunk. Well, that's basically it for the Lightspeed Dragunity deck. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think.